STP, thank you for the resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, everyone. Hi. Sorry, I had to reset stream real quick, but my ops was being weird. For some reason, it was only applying my my filters to one of my channels, so I had to restart stream real quick. Low. I have to. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I don't know. So okay. So sometimes when I open up OBS, everything. Most of the time when I open up OBS, everything works fine. And then every now and again, I will open it up and I will. And for some reason, I don't know why, OBS will literally just not apply my filters to only one of my one of my channels. See? Like this. Like this is a picture I took. It's just not applying my filters to one of my channels. And I don't know why.
In the middle of a game, I was trying to load it and it didn't load and I couldn't click it, and then I was waiting for it to load and I'm in the middle of a game right now in Helldivers, so I can't like look at it, but I was gonna comment and I didn't get to see. What the fuck? That's so fucked up.
SMH, so SMH. How dare you not drop everything to
Congratulations, STB.
Congrats, STB, congrats. Did you win the game you aced in, STB?
I haven't been able to see it. I'm in the middle of a game. I just said that.
Yeah,
oh my
God.
God.
Can say congratulations right now.
I need to see it. I need to see it. Otherwise, I'm just like false congratulating. What?
False congratulating.
Wouldn't that be fucked up?
STB,
Wouldn't
you think STB,
wouldn't it be fucked up? I was like,
lying about acing?
Oh no.
No, it's not that. It's just like, what if I just like it's like, I don't know, it's like faking it. It's like not saying it like legitimately if I'm like, if I don't even watch the clip. That's like, oh yeah, whatever, you did well. Like, it's like that if I say, yeah, you did well, like, without watching it. Is it not?
No, because they got the ace anyway.
I mean, yeah, congrats on the ace, but like, I need to see the clip first before I can say congrats.
I haven't watched a clip and I'm congratulating.
Yeah. Oh no, she lies and she gets a slight ego boost. Oh no, the horror.
Oh no.
That's not what I'm saying. Oh my god, you're all misunderstanding this.
Surely.
I kiss.
Hi, kiss me. Hi. Stinker.
Stinker puns.
What the? That is not true. I, in fact, showered today. I am undeniably, scientifically not stinky.
Tell him lie to you like this. He told me earlier today he hasn't showered all year.
What the? That's a lie. That's a lie. Ignore her. She's making up stuff. Just he made up the race. No. I'm sure STV did get the ace.
I am gonna.
You're gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Also, hi, Mushroom Girl. Hi, Nay. Hi.
Fight all of you.
Marinating to be ready for the holiday season. Yeah, you know, I'm marinating for when I'm moving with Siel and in about a month. You know, marinating just for her.
That's gross. That's fucking feral.
No, I wouldn't do that because I am not stinky. You see, that's something that someone who is stinky would say, but I would not. I would obviously say that sarcastically because I'm not stinky.
Right. You sound very convincing here.
Biggest one who's not stinky. We have Yoko as our guest today.
Why segue? Classic pun segue.
You know what's funny? I just took a shower too, so Also, I'm not stinky, so
Captai
Let's
2611
go.
boy kisser. Captai
Let's go.
2611
Also
boy kisser.
scientifically not
Captai
stinky.
2611 boy kisser.
Yeah, thank you for
Captai
the detail.
2611 boy kisser. Captai 2611 boy kisser. Captai 2611 boy kisser.
Good job, Jamie. Good job. Hi, Nan. Hi. But yeah. Yoko, I guess, do you want to introduce yourself to the stream? I guess.
yeah, I can. Hi, I am Yoko. I am Gay Dragon Fox. That does pretty much anything. I like FPS games. I like chit chatting. I like just generally hanging out with pretty much anyone. So, yeah, I'm here for a good old vibe and a good old time to just, have fun and just talk.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We love our comfy vibing streams. Yeah, welcome on, Yoko. Welcome. I'm glad to finally able to get you on. Yeah. How's everyone today been? Anyone get up to anything interesting? I guess Sooky and Soap. It's just kind of you guys just kind of woke up.
Starting. Yeah.
Starting.
Yeah, start.
Okay, I guess I need to phrase that question better. Did anything happen to you guys last night? And then for me and Siel, it's what did anything happen to us today?
So
Yoko,
last
too.
night I had chicken vindaloo for dinner, like a nice Indian curry. It was good.
Ooh.
Went to bed. Kept waking up every hour again, like per usual.
I'm sorry, Sooky.
Ugh.
Hope you're able to get your sleep soon. If you ever just want to fall asleep during the podcast, it's no biggie. Like it's no worries. It do be pretty important.
Oh, but when I do it,
Yeah, well, you're not allowed to.
Yes. You're not allowed to, honey.
Well, so I'm taking a nap
That was part of
right
the
now. There's nothing
contract
you
you
can do to
signed.
stop me. I'm
What
closing my
the-
eyes and I'm snoring into this mic.
What the?
That's not in your contract. You signed a different contract.
Yeah. I
That
made
means-
I'm
Soap
burning the contract. I don't give a fuck.
What the? You can't just
My
burn the
contract says I have to attend every single stream.
Yeah. I gave Soap and Suki a less lenient contract, So
You gave Sooky the most lenient one. You gave me the least lenient, and you gave Siel the one that's kind of the middle ground,
yeah.
I just
Well,
have
I
two
mean,
streams a
it
week.
was likely to happen. because
True.
My grandmother's getting older and older, so it's just like a lot more of my effort is into that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Did you say there was another person coming to help take care of her as well? Every now and again, or was that like?
They were here this morning at 6 a.m.
Okay, I hope they're able to.
They just
alleviate-
help her shower. They just help her shower and then they leave. That's all they do.
Okay. Gotcha. At least it does this work for you, right?
I mean, I still have to pay for it. It's money I don't really have.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck these bugs are coming from. Where are the bugs coming from, guys? North, south, east, west.
They're coming from your walls. Watch out.
They come from my walls.
They're coming
I had
from
a
your
mold problem
floorboard.
like last year. Now I've got fucking bug problems. Fuck.
Oh,
fucked up.
shit.
Wait, so first you got mold, and now you tell me you got bugs in your room. So what the?
I didn't. Oh, that's the first time hearing about this.
You said you got bugs in your wall. I assume them at your room.
I I mean, this is the first time hearing about it. I didn't know about this. Yoko's telling me for the first time.
Dang. So you do have so you got bugs in your room too. What the heck? Where does it end? What next? You're gonna tell me you got rats in the other wall. You got bees in another.
Got bats in the wall as well.
Yeah.
Got bats in the ceiling.
Got clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. You know, here I am.
Oh, that song. That's an old song. It's a good song though. I like that song.
What song
Here
is
we
that?
are, you know, stuck in the middle with you.
I think it's just called Joker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is the song called Joker?
I don't fucking know. I wouldn't have a clue what any song's called.
Same, Sooky. I don't know songs names at all. I'm terrible at remembering
When I
them.
hear them, though, I know them.
find
But I don't know the names.
Really quick.
All the bands.
The Joker by Steve Miller Band, I believe. I think that's what it's called.
Nice.
But yeah, not much, I guess, around for me today. I've been trying to do all my doctor's appointments before I moved to Delaware. So I went to the doctor's today for the follow up from the cortisone shots I got a bit ago. That was the one that got into my hands. And so I'm gonna go talk to a hand specialist person in a bit. Thank you for the resub. Thank you.
Imagine being a specialist on hands. Imagine that's like your thing.
Well, you see, Soap. There's like especially I've learned this through my adventures in my trying to figure out what's going on with my arms. There are specialists for all sorts of body parts. Some for your legs.
Well, I know this.
I
know this. Imagine being like, saying you're like the hand specialist though. Imagine like someone's like, what do you do for work? Oh, I look at hands. I'm a hand specialist. I feel like they would like just be like, oh right. Do you have to? I wonder what like makes someone go into like that kind of profession though. Like, do you have to like hands to a certain degree to some extent, right? You can't just like. What do you just like? Do you just spin a wheel and go, hands being my thing, or do you like go? You know, I'm kind of interested in hands. I think I'm gonna look at hands for a living. Like.
What? Thank you for the raid.
What makes someone go into that?
It's a hand model, like a person. Like that's all that is.
Welcome on in, MD. Welcome on in, Raiders. We're doing a little podcast with my friends.
No, they look at hands like medically. What do you mean a hand model?
You know,
you have to go. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, I said for you.
No, you're fine. This is really entertaining.
I was gonna say that, like, you know, I actually don't know any doctor friends, so like I don't know how they like go about deciding what thing they want to specialize in, right? Because like you gotta like lock into that thing for like several years of study, right, in order to be a doctor for it.
Yeah.
So like, how do doctors like pick which part of the body they want to specialize in? Is it like a mix of like demand and I like, or is it like I like this thing and or because like
it's probably mostly demand, but like I feel like there's gonna be demand for everything. Like I guess you would look at like, but demand changes. Like I don't know. I feel like in the time that it takes to study anything, like at least, what's it called? At least medical wise, it takes you like several years to get into like the specific thing. And
well,
I feel
the thing is it's not really specifics when it comes to body parts like hands or feet or legs or whatever. As a doctor, you are taught everything about the human body because that's your profession normally.
Yeah.
Then if you want a deeper understanding, you would usually study certain parts yourself while you're doing your doctorate a bit more in depth. There's no specific real classes for those specific areas. There are books for them though and stuff. And then usually it's just like in a doctorate or whatever, you have your like thesis or you do your whatever on a specific thing and you go, well, this is my thesis on hands and all that kind of shit, right? And you get better at that kind of thing, right? And then it's like, it is demand, but it's also what kind of competition do you have as a doctor? You could be a normal doctor. There's a million of those. Are you sure you're going to be getting paid for your work when there's a million other doctors that people have already been seeing? Like instead of a new doctor, people prefer to see their doctors that they've had for years.
Oh, yeah, that is
so usually you'd want to you'd go with a specialist job where it's like you're a podiatrist, for instance, and there's not very many feet doctors, or if there's not many hand doctors, you're more likely to get seen about it because there's not that many, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit of supply and demand, but also like how many are already there for competition, because again, you're a doctor, you know? Think of it like a streamer, right? It's like you could stream the exact same game as like a streamer that streams to 10,000 people.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like it's a bit harder for people to go, I'll just watch this brand new person that I know nothing about and like don't really haven't really invested an interest in right away, when you could just watch the guy that's got 10,000 viewers doing something, you know?
You know what I found really crazy about playing Deus Ex? I had like 3 or 4 category frogs come into my stream.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But like there was only like 7 people in the category. Like not 7 people. There was only one other person in the category and they had 7 viewers. And I was like, okay, so it's a pretty dead category. There's not going to be there's not going to be even any category frogs. And then I still had 4 category frogs come into my stream, and then there was like, you can do this to finish the mission. I'm like, bro, relax. I want to play the game myself. Like, I don't need to be told like, these are all the ways you can complete the immersive sim. Like the whole point of it is finding unique ways to complete things. Don't tell me like, oh, you can like fucking what's it called? Like, oh, you can how do I explain it? They're like, you can feed a chocolate bar to this kid and he'll tell you about how to get into the thing. And then if you also there was another one. There's another thing that he mentioned. He's like, oh, there's a side entrance over here. And then he's also like, it's just like, okay, it would have been cool to figure out myself. Like, I don't know. Category frogs are weird.
At this point, I just always have the no spoilers tag on whenever I play any game at all, just to prevent category frogs from coming in and being like, actually, you can do this, and if you do this way, it will be more optimal. And it's stuff like that.
I always title my shit weirdly, so I never see that. They'll never see it. Well, not never see it. I'll never do actual titles. My title's always like, I couldn't think of a title. Or like, my last like set of titles was like, back 2. And then I was like, okay, now I can't keep doing back and numbering it. So then I was like, front 2. I was like, might as well finish it. Left 2, right. And then I didn't end up finishing. I didn't do right 2. Oh, well.
That's a bitch.
Oh, well.
Didn't commit to the bit. What the heck? So
I tried to commit to the bit. I tried.
Now that I think about it, I do need to improve my titles for my streams a bit, I think, because like most of the time when I go,
you're doing way better than me.
Is it? Because like I guess with Punz N Palz, like
I was doing single fucking letters, like not single letters. I did ba, like, no wait, was it ba? Yeah, ba, ga, and then like I did all the ones in like the alphabet. I don't know. It was just like title. Well, no. Did I actually do this? No, I think I might have just gone A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I was just straight up just doing letters.
Mm. Yeah, no, I I mean, I think mine are just as bad, but like because of like how boring they are. Like, at least yours are like interesting, or like
well, that's single letters. That's not interesting. What are you talking
they're
about?
quirky. So if you're being quirky, you're
I'm not being quirky. I'm just stupid. I'm just stupid.
In my definitions, we call that being dentage.
Dentage? I mean, I suppose.
No, mine are too boring. Mine are just first are just checking out this game, blah 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 blah, or like Punz N Palz episode 17 with guest at YokoDaFox with at Siel Silvers, etc. Like not the most riveting thing.
I mean, it's a podcast, so the name for the podcast usually isn't super like need to be stick outy. Like, I'd say the only time you'd come up with a video name, a podcast like name thing, is when you're uploading a YouTube video and you do the title based on the stuff we've talked about. Like, so we talk a lot about cuisine, like Indian cuisine and yada yada yada. Then you can be like, Punz N Palz episode 17, cuisine and chat, cuisine and chat or something. I don't know.
Oh my god!
That's usually how most people do it.
That reminds me. I don't think any of you guys know how much of like a perfectionist I am. So sometimes like it takes me a while to like upload stuff or like upload VODs because I'm not sure what to name the thing, and because I'm like a little perfectionist. I'm like, would this sound good? Would this sound good? Would we talk about this or whatever? Would that sound better? I better not just not upload it. I'll upload it tomorrow. I'll upload it tomorrow when I think of a better title. And then tomorrow comes and I still can't think of a better title. And then tomorrow comes, I can't still think of a better title. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and this shall not upload. By the way, that's why episode 6 of the podcast hasn't been uploaded, because I can't come up with a title for it. It was like
so true, honey. Just put a title on it.
I don't know what to put as it. I can't think of something good.
Don't put a title at all. Just make it untitled. Call it Untitled One.
Title,
Untitled One. There we go. That's it.
Untitled One. But then what am I going to do for episode 8? That's the next one where it's just the 4 of us and there's no guests. Because at least when we have guests, I could just say episode blah 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 with Yoko or whatever, and then I'm good.
Untitled 2.
Untitled 2.
It's that simple.
Untitled. Wow, that's such an amount. Such creativity right there.
Oh my god.
It's that simple.
Yeah,
that's simple.
I listened to a whole album that had like a couple untitled. They had like 12 untitled songs. Those were like, it was a good album. I liked it.
Now that I think about it, Nobunoko just released a new album, and most of their songs on that are just the song name 2, and it's the same song over and over and over again. Of Wolkatzen. Almost all these songs are just Wolkatzen 1, Wolkatzen 2, Wolkatzen 3, and then there's Cat, and then there's Dr. Worm at the end. But most of this is just Wolkatzen number.
How do you raise a flag in this game? Anyone know how to raise a flag in Helldivers?
I don't play Helldivers.
I think it goes up as we kill things. I'm thinking that's what's happening here. Either that or I don't know, something.
You're supposed to stand next to it. It's a proximity thing.
Okay. Oh.
Well, I
Don't
guess.
knock me towards the fucking 500 kilo.
Oh no! So it's about to get nuked. He's about to get nuked.
They pushed me like directly into the fucking bomb I just dropped.
Well, I guess since we're talking about Helldivers, we can go into one of our main topics for today, which is, I guess, the entire Helldivers to Sony situation that occurred in between the podcasts, which I believe is resolved at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But it's content, so we should still cover it. Gotta milk that
why
content.
would we cover content?
Yeah.
We don't cover content here.
I was gonna bring it up, but then I was like, "What's the point?" Considering it's all resolved now, and they're going back.
Well, that's
to
the
what it was
point.
before.
We should talk about it because it's important to I don't know.
The Helldiver stuff?
The thing
feel
that
like
was
it's in-
shitty was people, like countries that couldn't have PSN would have been fucked over by this.
Mhm.
I had a few friends that tried to refund when that happened, and Steam were like, "Nope,
Damn.
Whoa.
no refund. Even
Yeah,
though you
at
can't play the
first-
game anymore, no refund." Yet people were like,
At
going,
first they
"Oh,
were
just
like, no
refund."
refund. Yeah.
No, yeah, but they tried and they couldn't.
Yeah, no. At
Man.
first,
Even afterwards.
Steam wasn't
Even
doing
afterwards.
refunds because, they hadn't. Well, I heard a bunch of people did refunds.
Yeah, I heard that
from-
you did as
I,
well.
I'm telling you right now, I was in a call with everyone. They tried doing it when it first happened. It didn't work. And then they tried doing it again after the Steam thing went, "Okay, we'll do it." And it still didn't work.
Look, I'm just saying my take on this is
Okay, we're waiting.
Your take on it?
Yeah, you're waiting?
Is?
yeah, but sorry, my take on it is if it didn't affect you directly by not being able to play the game, you're a big fucking whine baby. Just make the fucking account. You make accounts literally everywhere, all the time,
Yeah,
on every goddamn
that's not the
website.
point.
Just make the fucking
That's not
account,
the
shut the
point.
fuck up, and play the goddamn game.
It's not the same, but okay.
I
Deal
don't
with
think
the
that's the
spicy
point.
take for
though.
today.
I don't like it when people compare it to like, "Oh, you had to make an account to play Halo, you had to make an account to play this." It's like, yes, but you had to from the very beginning of the game. It wasn't
one, They were saying you had to from the very beginning, but they had like a little grace period. It was
never had
actually
to.
stated previously. No, it was stated. It was stated that you had to, but there was like some fucking small like little thing that was like, "Oh, this won't go into effect till later," right? And
Yeah.
you could just press skip, but it told you had to at the, like when you even launched the game. Because I read it and it said that you had to, and I was like, "What? But why is it the skip button?" So I hit skip because I was like, "Well, it says you have to, but I can press this skip button. So do I really have to?" I clicked the skip button and I skipped it, and it was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I don't need to then. But it did say I have to, and then later on they were like, "Well, when this little grace period's over, now you have to." So you
Yeah,
did
or
have to
even
from the
after
start,
that-
technically, but not really.
Yeah. So
I think what it should have done is instead of it saying, "Oh, you have to," and then it's like, "No, you don't."
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? If you have to, then it should literally go to a make an accounts page.
Yeah.
Right.
It should have.
And
It
then
should
make
have.
one.
They should have done
It
that,
should've.
but they didn't do
It
that
should have instantly because
because
a lot of other games have done that. Every
Yeah,
other game
they
I've
should have
played
done
that
that.
have an account thingy has gone, you press A and it goes, "Okay, make an account."
well, that's
and
the
it's
thing.
like, okay,
They
I'll
should
do
have
that
done
then.
that,
Yeah.
but they didn't do that.
And that's their
Mhm.
fault.
Yeah,
I believe
So,
from what the CEO was saying, they were having like server issues on
like-
the day of release, and that's why they let people
Yes,
skip it.
that doesn't
initially.
matter though. It doesn't matter because it's a completely different server. The game servers are different from the website servers with profiles.
Mhm.
It wouldn't have affected anything. Linking them to the game would have affected something. They weren't linking it to the game yet.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
You know what I mean?
They maybe should have done it differently, but the fact of the matter is they did state that you did need to get an account when you launched the game. They just didn't care to like actually what's it
Well,
called?
the same thing is game developers should know by now that people will literally just tap A to skip through everything. Unless you
Oh,
have
yeah.
that thing where you tap A and it
Yeah.
goes, "Make an account."
Yeah.
You're ignorant. It's like ignorance isn't bliss here. Like it's like if you decide to make it, they can just still play the game without making an account. You can't complain when people complain about it later.
Yeah, I definitely agree that like there's a bit of blame.
When it came to playing Halo, oh, you have to have a Microsoft account. Okay, I'll sign in because I have to. It's literally telling me I have to. Okay, I'll do that.
I feel like most games shouldn't have a sign in the first place, but like,
yeah, I agree.
Obviously, it's going to become a thing for
because that's a selling point for some people. It's like, guess what? Oh, if this was from the very beginning, I'm sure Helldivers 2 would have had a drop in sales by 40% almost if this was a forced thing.
Well, okay, no, probably not 40%, but it would have been lower. I don't know if
the amount of people that hate PSN because of its shitty security.
Yeah, but I feel like most people
is very high.
I feel like what's it called? I feel like PlayStation sales of the game are a lot higher in terms of the sales than the Steam sales, just because PlayStation's a bigger platform for newer games.
Well, I'm also saying 40% would have dropped as well because people in other countries wouldn't have been able to fucking buy it anyway.
Yeah, true. But PlayStation's market's still bigger. That's the thing. PlayStation's market's still bigger than all those countries having access to it and shit. So I don't know.
I'm also talking about Steam and not PlayStation. Like I'm only talking about.
Okay,
Steam.
So you mean 40% of Steam sales will drop? Then yes, maybe, probably.
Yes.
But
which is unfortunate. And then people are like, you could literally just make an account in a different country and do that. It's like, guess what? Sony is very well known for banning people for doing that because it's against the EULA.
Yeah.
So they'd be banned up playing the game and not be able to play it.
Yeah, you like fuck up and like change too many locations. Like maybe you use a different fucking VPN too many times. They probably will catch on to that and they'll be like, oh, this user's like jumping around and shit. And they're like, oh.
PSN hasn't really been known to be very customer friendly when it comes to banning and all that kind of stuff. So
okay,
a lot of people just
finally
prefer
over.
to get away from it. But anyway,
but yeah, I did see
I'm
that.
glad they've decided to go back. Honestly, it should have been from the very beginning. Like I stated this to friends. It's like, I mean, I'm still gonna play the game. I still like it. It is dumb how they handled it, but you know, you get these things, unfortunately. Arrowhead should not have taken the blame for this. It should have been Sony from the very beginning. Because Arrowhead, from what I've seen, Arrowhead are pretty vocal towards Sony, trying to talk to them and email them constantly about stuff. And Sony are just people that don't give a shit and only answer when they feel like it.
Yeah.
Sony should be the guys getting their heads ripped off, not Arrowhead.
And thankfully, for the most part,
true.
it seems like that they have been taking the most of it, which they should. It's a very dumb thing that Sony like and pushed Arrowhead to do, because like from what I understand, like Sony didn't care for a while, and then Sony was like, okay, no, you have to make this mandatory now. We're enforcing the grace period's over. You got to have everyone sign up for accounts.
Yeah, we need to look good for the shareholders and the investors. Hurry up. We need more numbers of users and all that on our profile, so we have more information that we can sell, all this other shit.
Yeah.
One of the things I find wild about it is like they what's it called? Is they knew it was gonna happen and they didn't like preemptively like warn, like they didn't come up with like a response or something, or preemptively tell anyone that it was like this is going to happen at some point, guys. Like they didn't say anything like that, and they knew that it was going to happen in a bunch of countries as well. Like one of the head mods, I don't know if it's called mod, one of the head like community managers, that's what it's called. Yeah, one of the head community managers didn't inform the other community managers on how to react to this shit happening, because like they knew it was gonna happen. They said that this head community manager knew it was gonna happen and didn't inform like all the other people, like, hey, look, this is gonna happen. This is our plan of attack when we're questioned about this thing, because there's going to be like backlash. They said they knew there was going to be backlash. So it's like, and they knew exactly what backlash.
Yeah. And
that's so fucking stupid.
And that's why I definitely think Arrowhead deserves a tiny bit of flack for this, for like knowing about this and not preparing about this, or if not at least talking to Sony about this beforehand, because they should have known that like a bunch of people would just lose access to the game because not everyone can make a PSN account. Like they should have known, and they should have talked to Sony about this beforehand.
At that point, Arrowhead, like it's like it seems like it's one person at Arrowhead that should have called all the flack because they didn't do their job. And I'm pretty sure they just the person that didn't let people know actually just got fired from community manager.
I believe that was the same person who made that one comment to someone in the Discord that was thrown around a bunch online.
That one wasn't. That person might have got fired as well because their responses were really bad. But like, they weren't the head one. The head one got like a lot of flack. Like,
yeah.
But the person underneath it said a bunch of shit that was like conflicting, that got taken out of context and shit.
Yeah.
Like the person who was like, "Oh, just sign up. It's not that hard." Yeah. And it was like, well, you can't sign up in other countries. And then they had to release a thing saying, "Sorry, I didn't realize that was the case." And it was really insensitive.
I didn't realize that was the case. You know, it's like I don't know my job because blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
Well, because they weren't informed by their fucking lead person on all the issues that would have arisen. Their lead person should have told them.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then again, their response shouldn't have been to attack the community. It shouldn't have been.
Just sign up, forehead. That
up.
is a good way to say, shit to people. It's how about be a bit more professional.
Because there is definitely a lot of people who care about privacy, and PlayStation's had a lot of fucking data leaks, right?
Yeah. Like you could literally just be like
and shit. Like,
yeah, that's why people don't like it most of the time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's fine signing up to things, but like some people want to limit the amount of things they want to sign up to, and they will intentionally not get a game because they know that the service that they're signing up to is not something they want to want to have their information linked to. So some people just don't want to link to Sony at all, and they might not care if they're linked to Steam, because Steam has been a little bit better with data.
All right, next topic. Come on, we're talking in circles. Come on, next topic. Move on.
I think
holy fuck. We're on the seventh circle round.
Then, huh?
We're on New Game 9.
That's not the topic.
Okay,
I think the elves in Skyrim suck.
Right, no. Okay, so the thing I was going to get to with Helldivers is it didn't deserve the review bombs because, they're all fuckwits,
I reckon,
get pitchforks and everything.
I think it's fine.
It's not.
No, I think it's fine. I think that at first I disagree with the review bombs, but I think it's fine in the fact that everyone who review bombed it was planning on changing it back when shit went well after. And it was just more of a thing to show Sony, hey, this fucking sucks. We are going to ruin your game because you fucked with it. Like, I think it's fair in that regard. Honestly, I know
that's not the review bombs I'm talking about. So I'm talking about the dickheads that review bomb and then don't give a shit and don't change it. Because then you got those same dickheads that went to Helldivers 1 and review bombed Helldivers 1.
Okay, yeah, that's a little dumb. But what I was going to get to was that
anyway,
during that, I think there's one positive takeaway we can get from the situation is that vocal community action, when done in a way that is not done in a way that being jerks and all, is not being disruptive, can have actual change, because all the refunds and all the negative reviews on the Helldivers 2 Steam page definitely helped make Sony change their mind. It is a nice use. And even like the CEO was like, if you guys disagree with this, you should definitely leave a negative review and refund.
Yeah.
And because this kind of stuff is something that you could show to a bunch of big wigs at Sony, like, hey, we need to roll back this change. We're losing money. We're this is negatively affecting us. We have to roll back this change. And this, I would like to think that this shows the power of community action in these situations. That communities can achieve positive action when they work together like this.
It's just weird to me because, like, with them saying that, they also said, why are people review bombing us? Well, it's like, yeah, they're telling everyone to review bomb. Like, I don't get that. So, as Siel
I think
said,
a lot
like,
of
in circles, it's just like, I feel like some parts of like Arrowhead or whatever aren't informed of what other parts of Arrowhead are doing.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, community
and we
managers.
said that, as we said before. Yeah, but anyway,
the community managers didn't communicate things properly, so a lot of people in the community managers like, hey, please don't do this. But like the people at Arrowhead were saying, yes, community, like, make sure you make your displeasure known, because, like, you know, we can show Sony that, hey, look, our game is going to die and you're going to lose everything in it just because of this thing. So, I mean,
they make so much money from it too, actually. Like, they actually have been making a lot of money from it, which is probably why Sony changed their tone, which is nice. So, again, when a game... this is in general now, like, you know, push aside the Helldivers thing. Community voice and opinion is like, you know, if you can all just stand together instead of like fighting amongst yourselves against something you don't like, can incite change in games that you love.
Yes, exactly.
And not just games, like lots of things. Like, for instance, the whole Sonic movie thing, when that happened, remember everyone was like, oh, Sonic looks disgusting, and then they changed him, you know?
Yeah.
And he looks like way better now, and like the feeling of the movie was a lot better because of it, right? So on and so forth. It's just like, do it in a non-destructive way. You know, don't send death threats or anything like that. Like, that's just cringe.
Yeah.
Just review, you know, send in feedback. Very well worded feedback, not just like, oh, game sucks, haha, you know. Like, say why it's bad, you know, and show that you know what you're talking about a little bit when you're describing a problem that you're having. It will help, because people won't know how to change it if you don't say what needs to be changed.
A lot of people don't submit bug reports, and that's why a lot of bugs aren't found in games, because like only like a handful of people will ever go through the time and effort to, you know, stop playing their game, go to a forum, fill out a bug report or whatever, right? Or anything like that.
So I used to be a QA tester for the Isle game that I play, the dinosaur game, the survival.
Ooh.
And then the whole QA team got shafted because the person that was originally in control of it ended up fucking the game over, sabotaging it, fucking the files, and they had to basically make the game brand new again from ground up. That's why you have Isle Legacy and you have Isle of Rima. Of Rima is the new version. Legacy is the one that they aren't able to do anything with anymore because the code was too fucked up, so they can only keep it in the state that it's currently in. And I used to go around the map with a lot of people, QA, and like find holes where you could get stuck and not be able to get out of. Find bugs of jumping and breaking your leg even though you only fell like a foot or whatever. You know, it's like all that kind of stuff really helped me learn to be very descriptive with issues that happen, right? And recently the Isle finally added in the ability to fucking unstuck yourself. But you have to make sure there's no other dinosaurs near you when you do the command, and it's on a 90-second cooldown. So 90-second or 90-minute, I can't remember. Because that gives you a chance to actually go, oh, what the fuck just happened? Okay, so I ran over here. Oh, this happened. All right, I'll write this down in the notepad and then send it in for feedback, sort of shit. So
I did a little bit of QA work at my job actually, but it was like it wasn't game stuff. It was testing website functionality. Like if you press this, if you enter this and you press update, what does it actually update in the database, and stuff like that. Same kind of work, I suppose. Just doing the same thing over and over again, making sure the thing actually works. But yes, very important work that needs to be done. I don't know where I was going with that, but I do know. But speaking of people getting getting laid off, Curly Fry brought this up, and I was going to talk about this as well. Did you guys hear about the 4 studios that Xbox is shutting down?
Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush's studio, like, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Hi-Fi Rush got like an award as well.
Yeah,
yeah.
Let me see here. The studios that are being shut down are Arcane Austin, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog Studios, and Roundhouse Games. So I forgot.
I think I've heard of the Arcane Austin, but that's the only one I think I know of. I probably know the games from the other ones.
I believe one of those could be okay. So one of those. Wait, do I actually have this on the docket? Please tell me I actually put this on the docket.
What?
Is it there? Yeah, okay. Arcane Austin made Redfall, which I believe Redfall was that game where you're like
the vampire one that was like really
really bad one. Yeah.
And Tango Gameworks was the company that made Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
Which is really, really weird about this because okay, some of these studios, okay, I could understand how Redfall would cause them to close down Arcane Austin, even though I would kind of suck because Arcane Austin, I believe, also made Dishonored. If I the Dishonored series, if I recall correctly, and I really liked Dishonored 1. I never finished Dishonored 2, so I can't give a full opinion on it. But I liked Arcane's games.
I started Dishonored 2 twice, and I haven't finished it.
I got to the guy with the mech guy's house, and I never finished it. The guy with the little mechanical things made out of whalebones. But yeah,
mechanical things made out of tail whalebones. Wait, what?
I forgot. I completely forgot what point in the game that was. But yeah, there's like this weird inventor dude's house, and he has a little automatons around in his house. They were like made out of whalebones or whatever. It's been a while. So
we were made out of whalebones.
I was gonna say Dishonored was a big game.
Made out of whalebones.
Well, because in Dishonored, like whale oil was like what powers most of the world, if I recall correctly. Right? Like whales are very, very important to the world of Dishonored. Classic corporate buying a developer forcing them to make something they don't want, or I don't know what you want, and they shut them down when it bombs. True, Nate. True. It's like, yeah, like that's kind of what sucked about Redfall. Like Arcane is like a solid developer. It is what I was trying to get at, and they're being shut down. But what's so weird about this is that the studio behind Hi-Fi Rush, like you were saying before, that was like a massive game. It was like one of the best Xbox exclusives that's come out recently, if I recall correctly. Like one of the best selling ones too. And I love that game. It was such this cool little rhythm beat 'em up game. I wish I could play that. I would have loved to have played that. That's absolutely up my alley. But it's a shame. It's really a shame.
Xbox buying up the competition, closing it all down.
Thoughts on Grey Zone Warfare. It's like Tarkov, but it's like American.
Interesting.
Because I think Tarkov just recently shot itself in the foot, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, yeah. I think it's kind of weird when companies do like try and like snatch up like an audience just because thing, but I mean, if it's good, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
As long as their only selling point isn't that, hey, we're not Tarkov, but we're similar to Tarkov, you know?
Mm. I guess thankfully with at least Tarkov has been out for a while, so long that like there's been enough time for competitors.
Actually, it hasn't been out at all.
Oh yeah, right. True. It's been in early access for 7 years.
Yeah.
It's in early access, even though like at this point, if it's basically released. Like at this point, like I just think of when something goes into early access, I just think of it as a release, because when you release something in early access, like that is when you as a development studio are like, okay, we're ready to show off our game to the world, even if it's not fully done yet, right?
Well, so that's the thing. I don't know. There's some early accesses which I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand why. Like if they like say, oh, we're releasing the first mission in early access, it's like, okay, that makes sense. But if it's something that's not like mission based, then it's like, oh, we're releasing like all the areas right now, and like I don't know, it's like, is it really early access?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. But I guess like the what I was, there's a good video I watched from, I think it was Soviet Womble, about like early access and how much first impressions matter in regards to like showing a product to people. And that
but something like Baldur's Gate was in early access for a long time, right?
That is true. That is true, but I suppose Baldur's Gate 3, I believe Baldur's Gate 3 was received pretty decently when it came into early access, right?
I heard a bunch of stuff about it being like, you know, kind of, what's it called? Definitely not final product, or like really clunky and shit like that when it released.
Okay.
Like I heard a bunch of stuff, just, you know, about how they fixed a ton. Like they fixed a whole bunch when they released it.
I believe they did quite a bit in between the early access and the full release of Baldur's Gate 3. I think they changed around Will's plotline as well, and they changed a whole bunch of dialogue as well. They did to. I guess that's a bit of. I guess Baldur's Gate 3 in and of itself is a bit of an anomaly, as in it's a turn-based RPG that sold incredibly well in the modern day in and of itself. So I don't know if you can really count it for things like that, right? It's an anomaly in and of itself. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's silly to have something be in early access for way longer than a normal development cycle, and then be like, we're still in early access, even though it's especially when you're selling like battle passes or microtransactions and the like. I always think that's a little bit weird. You know what rubbed me off the wrong way? When you know that like horror series?
The wrong way?
Yeah.
I have never heard anyone phrase it like that. Rubbed you off the wrong way? You just say rubbed you the wrong way. You don't say rubbed off the wrong way.
Rubbed me off the wrong way.
What the fuck?
No. Yo, what did
you know, you can be rubbed off the wrong way. Like, what someone
No, you can be rubbed off the wrong way. That's not what you say when you're talking about like.
You said it really rubbed me the wrong way. Is the
Yeah,
way
you don't
you
use
say it
the
usually.
the off is not. Saying something rubbed you the wrong way. Rubbed you off the wrong way,
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna
Look.
say.
What am I hearing? I'm out making food, huh?
Punz
Someone's
said
rubbing off your partner.
in the wrong way.
Huggy Wuggy
wrong way,
from Poppy
yeah.
Playtime rub me off the wrong way.
Yeah, you don't be thinking before you talk.
Classic
Okay.
fanboy brain.
That's what Punz thought it was.
I don't know.
Oh, that's so funny though. You legitimately thought that's how you would say it?
I guess. I don't know. That's
Oh
what
man.
me from 2 minutes ago thought, I guess.
I'm glad that we're here to help Punz, just so when, Punz goes out into the real world to do adult things and stuff.
Look, I'm just
He's
saying.
not going to be going to the shop and going, you really rubbed me off the wrong way. with
I'm
that
just saying,
price."
right? Just saying. This person, Punz, my boyfriend, right, has a fucking college degree.
Okay. What is that
In
supposed
what?
to mean?
Fanboyness?
What the hell? It's computer
I can agree
science.
that Punz is smarter than I am.
Look, you can be academically smart and then like just not like
Classic computer science for a femboy. Do you have a thigh highs too? Do you have your computer science thigh highs degree? Like,
No, I only got a
Certificate, sorry.
minor in it. I'll have you know.
computer science minoring in fucking femboy fashion.
I don't know what it is about computer science that produces femboys and trans women, but it do be like that. I do have a bunch of trans woman friends from college, who were my classmates. I don't know how it works like that, but I guess it does. It do be the femboy degree. But I will have you know, I do work a normal job, and I do, do actual adult things. So clearly, I'm fine.
Surely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
coder, calm down there. You
yeah.
control C, control V. Don't hit me with this shit. Sometimes you control A. You got 3 buttons to press and 3 combos.
What the-
Calm there, buddy.
Hey, I had to study for 4 years to know how to do that well. It's complicated, It's complicated.
You
Okay.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, I do it. It's my job.
No, I'm saying Siel couldn't do it. You. Oh.
Dude.
Oh my
I'm just not
god.
following a conversation it's currently having.
Soap said you couldn't do it, so I said talk to me.
Oh, the whole world revolves around Punz. I see how it works. Okay. All right. Okay, buddy. Okay. All right. There's no space for anyone else in here. I
We're talking about
see.
me. Yeah, what the Soap saying? You couldn't do it, huh? Well, why can't you do it, honey? If it's so
Okay,
easy,
now you
huh?
agree with my point. Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, look the direction at
Classic
me.
Punz
Yes.
trying to take any conversation he can and throw it at me.
What the? It was already thrown at you. Exactly, Nate. Exactly. It's called Punz N Palz.
Look,
Guess-
I want a cuddle corner. but no.
Hey,
Mr.
hey,
Ego
hey,
over
chat-
here.
the
Mr.
chat
Ego
voted
over
on
here
it. The
had to
chat
have his name
voted on
it.
it. With the chat voted on it. We had a vote. And chat made the decision. Not me.
But it's classic.
Sure.
The classic femboy can't make his own decision.
It
Has to have chat do it. Has to have someone else do it. Me do it?
Perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. I don't know what couldn't think of a good name, so I couldn't decide on one.
Okay, buddy. All right. Okay, pal. All right.
But I'm the puns here. You're the pal. You're the pal.
Whoa! We're just
breaking up.
pals. We're just
What
pals.
the-
All right.
What
We're
the-
just pals.
the-
See, puns. It's puns, and we're just pals. We don't have a name. We're just pals. That's it. That's all we are to puns.
Damn.
We're just
name at
pals for
all.
the podcast. That's all. I must hurt you especially, Siel. Holy. Just a pal. Damn.
Just
So-
pals.
You know how I said I had some nice Indian cuisine last night for dinner?
Uh-huh.
So it was chicken vindaloo, which is really spicy, but it's really good.
Okay.
I forgot when I ordered one, they gave me 3.
Uh-oh.
I heated it up and I've been eating it, and I'm a bit more awake now for having a bit of food in my system. And it's really good. I love it. I'm gonna have the other one for dinner tonight. My stomach's gonna hate me tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's me whenever I eat Popeye's wings. Because those are super spicy, and next day my stomach is like, how dare you eat these tasty wings? Grr, grr.
I don't know if spices do anything to my stomach. I think I might. Maybe.
Well, it's not so much that. It's just like Indian curry is very
spicy.
oily.
Bro, you a fetus. You don't even know yet. Give it
It's
7
very
years and you'll
oily.
find out for sure.
What the? 7 years? I'm still. Wait. Oh, actually, no. I will be as old as you in 7 years.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? 7 years. That's like a long time.
Aware.
Wait, how old are you, Yoko? If you don't mind telling us.
22.
What?
Same age as me?
No. I'm a little bit younger, but yeah, I am currently 20, so yeah.
Hey, you're not the
I was gonna
youngest
say,
I'm
anymore,
just a
so.
baby. I'm
Not the
the
youngest
fucking
of the street.
baby.
The baby.
If you were
baby.
7 years older right now, I'd still be older than you by like 6 years.
That's even wilder to think. You're more than a decade older than me, right? That's crazy. Sorry to phrase it like that. That sounds really bad.
I'm gonna go end it all.
No.
Wait.
Hey, Yoko. Yoko.
Yeah.
You should drink some water.
Ha. Fine.
You should drink some water, yeah. You know?
I really did.
Drink some water.
Yeah.
Cheers to water. Hold on, I'll have some after I finish eating this garlic panini bread.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Make sure you're drinking water, everyone in chat. Very, very important.
I started to drink like a crap ton of like water recently
No.
because no. Oh.
No, I only drink Dr. Pepper. Water's out of the picture.
What the?
Yeah.
What was it your dad said about drinking Dr. Pepper honey? Is that it's gonna kill our kidneys, give us kidney stones or something?
I mean, if you do nothing
will
but drink a
good
soda,
enough.
yes, it will give you kidney stones. Yes, that's just how soda works. So yeah.
Yeah. If you dehydrate yourself enough, you're gonna get kidney stones.
Huh.
You didn't think that was a thing?
I didn't know how kidney stones appeared.
College degree, by the way. College degree.
It's
College
usually
degree.
I don't have knowledge of everything. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure kidney stones are caused by dehydration most of the time, right? I could be wrong.
Depends on the
Dehydration
Sugar.
and high sugar levels.
Yep.
Yeah. So Punz, you're fucked.
What the?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah,
mean?
okay, since you've been drinking more water, do you feel a lot better?
You have a
Like,
Oh
actually
yeah,
noticed it?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like my skin's like more, less sensitive and's been more, I don't know, soft, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it'll do that. It's
Okay.
less dry. It's because it's less dry. It's actually got moisture within it.
Yeah. And the only reason why I wasn't drinking as much water before was because the town that I live, or more or less the state that I live, is known for having its pipes, like lead pipes, and they've been
Crappy irrigation.
yeah, basically. And so they've been taking care of that, and the place that I have has it has an okay water filtration system, but then my family ended up just getting me a actual water filtration system right next to
All right, I will be back. I have to go do something really quick.
all right.
Yeah, I recently got a water filtration onto the tap, onto the tap head itself. And it's
I have
changed
one
the
of those
quality
too.
of water, and I drink water so much out. Whenever I'm in the kitchen, I always grab a glass and finish it because of the water filtration thing on it. I love clean water. I love the taste of clean water.
And that filter makes a difference. Tell you what.
The difference between cold clean water and cold dirty water, you can taste it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But when it's room temperature water, you don't really taste too much of a difference, sort of. But when it's cold, you definitely taste it.
Do you guys like mineral water? I've never been. I don't get people who drink a lot of it, but I'm talking about people who drink Fiji water and stuff.
Yeah, so I like sparkling water. I actually mix sparkling water with my gamer subs.
Oh.
And mineral water. It's actually really nice. Adds a bit of fizz and makes you think you're drinking a fizzy when you're not.
Oh, that's smart. That's big brain, Sooky.
5 head.
Whenever you need soda, you just put in some.
It's also cheaper than soda. Just to buy sparkling water, and you're like, okay, cool, awesome, and then just have that with a thing.
Oh, true.
It's good.
I despise sparkling water.
Just in of itself, or as a part of drinks, or
Just I hate it. I don't like the way it feels.
But you like soda, right, hon?
Yeah.
Well, soda is just sparkling water with the flavoring.
With syrup, yeah.
Yeah, so if you don't like the way it feels, what do you like soda then?
It's just not the same. It's not the same.
On its own, I agree. On its own, I won't drink sparkling water.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if it's mixed with something, I will. So I'll mix it with cordial or orange juice or whatever, right? And then sometimes I'll even so we used to have a soda stream, and I used to do just a tiny bit of water, a bit of gamer subs, and then just do the into it, and it came out better than sparkling water, but it was so expensive to replace the canisters.
Yeah, I would imagine, right? Because you're basically buying those from industrial canisters and stuff. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool though, having your own little soda fountain.
Yeah.
Would any of you guys mix and match the sodas when you were a kid? Whenever you would go out to a convenience store or something, and your parents.
I had a best friend who would literally go and to every single thing on the fountain. If it had 35 options, there was 35 different sodas in his cup.
Oh.
What?
Oh my god.
It didn't matter what
Okay.
was there. That was being put in the cup.
Oh my god.
I love mixing like Coke and creaming soda, for instance. Like having those two together, I always loved having. Or Sprite and grape Fanta was also a good mix together too.
Ooh. Purple drink.
We used to when I used to go to the city to do game development stuff at the college there. I used to get a cup at Hungry Jack's.
Mm-hmm.
This is when they had the movie stuff going, so I'd have the plastic cups, like the movie cups or whatever that they'd sell, where it's like, oh, you know, blah blah blah, and you're like, cool, sweet. And if you had the cup, you get free refill.
Mm-hmm.
So in the morning, I'd get that, get on the bus, and just drink it on the way to college. And then on the way home, I would go to the Hungry Jack's at the bus stop place, get that filled up, and then have a drink on the way home.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It was like super and because of it was a city, people didn't question it, right? You just walk in, you'd fill it up because there's so many people in there, and then you leave.
Yeah.
And because I had a Hungry Jack's fucking cup thing, they were like, yeah, that's fine, that's whatever.
Oh my god, that's.
I'd fill that motherfucker up with so much ice.
Oh my god, you're living the dream. Can be would have had Sooky. I would have taken it up if I was younger any day. Because
And then they stopped doing that. They stopped doing free refills.
Oh, fucked up. Oh, no free soda. Oh.
I think you get I think it was like you get one free refill and that's it now. Like,
what the hell? That's messed up. Do you guys have 7-Elevens in Australia?
yes.
Do they do the free slushy day where like as long as the container is like a certain size, like width, or it fits into the specific hole, you can just fill it up?
We had it was $2 slushy day, no matter what size, as long as it was a drinkable container, you could use it. And someone bring in one of those big 40-liter fucking, or whatever it is, like, you know, the jugs that they put on the water machines that they put upside down and like you sit in the office and you fill your water cup up. They filled that with slushy.
Oh my god!
For $2.
Oh my god! How did they not empty the machine?
So, a week into that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I go down to the 7-Eleven with a big jug, and I go to pay for it, and they're like, "Oh, we have this new thing here. If it fits inside here, it can be filled with 7-Eleven. Like, it can be filled with Slurpee." And it's like, "Oh, you changed it? No." Like, it has to fit within like this little hole, and I'm just like, "Oh man."
Yeah, that's what they do in the U.S. now. It has to fit in that certain little hole. You can't just bring in a freaking office jug. Sadly.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because they do that. They only bring out that like cardboard thing here after the first week of them doing it. So they still allow people to come in the first day or so and fill whatever up for $2.
Oh my god.
So, like, I don't know why they don't do it from the beginning.
Weird. But yeah, I guess what I was getting at earlier is that I was also one of those kids who would mix up their sodas at the soda fountain.
Yep.
I like to mix. I believe it was. I'm trying to remember my special recipe. It was like a root beer or birch beer, whichever one that was available. Sprite and fruit punch. I think that was what I liked for some reason. I don't. I'm sure it probably tastes vile nowadays. I'm sure if I tried it as an adult, I'd be like, ugh. How did I eat this? But that was my favorite little concoction. But I was never crazy and would put all the sodas into one, like everything that found into one. I would only do sodas, and fruit punch together. I wouldn't put like iced tea into the mix, right?
Yeah.
So I had some limits. I did draw. A kid in me did draw a line in the sand, you know.
Mm.
Isn't it called a graveyard when you mix them all? Interesting. Also, hi, Aimer. I did not think I said hi to you yet. So I don't know. But
we used to do a trick with popcorn buckets. Because they used to do free refills, but we used, because you're not allowed to take food into the cinema unless it's bought at the cinema, right?
Yeah. Like the US
so, we'd either bring an old popcorn box or whatever, or get a new one. And my friends would go to Macca's and just buy a shitload of fries and chicken nuggets, and just put them in the popcorn bucket and walk into the theater and just eat fries and nuggets out of the popcorn.
Oh my god, that's big
while
brain.
watching a movie.
That's big brained. Bring your dinner into the theater.
And the funny thing is that, like, you walk in and they're like, did you need some popcorn? And all you do is you shake it. And you go, shake, shake, shake. And it sounds the same, basically.
Yeah. Damn.
And they're like, oh, okay, you don't need any, cool. And you're like, yeah, bitch. Mind you, chips and chicken nuggets are a little bit more greasy than popcorn, but
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah,
potato.
It's what's the difference between butter and grease anyway? Actually, it's a bit of a difference. They're both just as bad for you. Do they let you put butter on your popcorn, Sooky? Because at my movie theater place, they have a little thing that they'll dispense butter on top of the popcorn.
It's dispensed in the popcorn machine, usually.
Oh no! They give us extra butter in the US. Like what they'll do is they'll scoop some popcorn into the bucket. They'll put some. It's already like buttered and stuff from the machine, right? And then they put it under a different machine that drops butter onto the popcorn, and then they'll do another layer of popcorn, and then another layer of butter, and then another layer of popcorn, and then another layer of butter. So you got like 3 layers of butter in there with the popcorn for maximum butteriness.
Holy.
It was a glorious American invention. It's super duper good. Not good, probably not good for me, but it was very, very tasty. Me, Yoko, what kind of games have you been playing recently?
Lately, I've been playing Fallout 4 and Borderlands 2.
Ooh.
And so, yeah. For Fallout 4, I've been making it more more like an update, like seeing what they updated about it, because they made another patch the other day, which is like super cool because of the whole Fallout show they recently came out. And so they uploaded a new update for the game, and check that out. It's all super cool and such, so I'd highly recommend playing that. And then after that I was just like, what do I do now? And I look around and I see a couple of other friendos playing like some Borderlands game. I'm just like, ooh, kind of interested for Borderlands 2. And then I was just like, all right, let me look at it. And I get back, I had Borderlands 2 already downloaded, so I was like, all right, let me boot it up. And I'm like, all right, this is cool. But I was like, I want to make it a challenge. And so what I did, well, not more of like a challenge, but more of like, something more updated, because, Borderlands 2 is an older game, and it's about like 12 years old. Welcome back,
Oh,
Soap.
back up.
What's going on?
We're just talking about. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Holy.
Thank you, Yoko.
We're just talking about video games and just Borderlands 2 and stuff like that because I've been like recently playing that. And so what I did is that I downloaded a mod that kind of revamps it and gives it more, more of the Borderlands vibe, but more of like an update and makes it more clean. So I've been recently enjoying that, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, Borderlands 2 I played a lot back in the day.
Borderlands 2. Oh yeah, I like Borderlands 2. I actually only played all the Borderlands games like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe.
Oh, you like Borderlands 2? Daring today, aren't we?
No, I didn't play. Actually, no, sorry. I said I played all of them. I only played 1 and 2. I was gonna play 3. I think I like launched it, but I never ended up playing it. Never got around to it because it was with my old friend group, and we kind of like didn't end up playing it.
I think it means...
And what the fuck do you mean daring today? Shut the fuck up. Usually I'm the one that like says stuff against things. What?
No, that's usually Sooky.
Well, yeah, but I also say stuff against things. I do feel like, yes, I feel like Sooky does have an opposite opinion a lot of the time. I mean, not opposite, but definitely the definitely a more extreme opinion in some instances.
Oh, I think we have a pretty good distribution of like odd opinions here and there. And I think that makes
I feel like
very fun. I think.
I don't know about you, Punz. I feel like you're pretty pretty tame with opinions.
What the? Hi, Carl. Hi. I think they didn't deep fry it too. Oh, so you missed the movie theater popcorn my movie theater would give me. So like how the popcorn comes buttered. I think it did. It was before the Borderlands 2 talk.
No, I was meaning like I was meaning like I missed the actual talk. I was meaning like I missed the popcorn. Like okay, doesn't matter. Okay. It's just being stupid.
Oh, we missed both because it was like the best popcorn I ever had, and it was like
my movie theater had the best popcorn.
What the? Oh yeah, how many layers of butter did they put on it? How many layers?
I don't know, but it tasted really good, and it made my tongue go all rough. The amount of salt.
Oh yeah, well they put 3 layers of butter on my popcorn, so. They triple decker that shit.
Well, guess what? It doesn't matter if they triple layered it. Did your tongue go all like rough from how salty the popcorn was?
No, because it was all fatty and buttery, not salty.
Well,
yeah, I was gonna say salt is a different.
Salt is my favorite.
I like butter and then salt. I don't want the popcorn to be so buttery that it's like mushy. Mm-hmm. I want it to just have enough on it that it's like still got that crunch into it. Just enough for flavor and a bit of salt. I'm the same as Soap. I do like a little bit of salt. I actually like popcorn with a bit of pepper as well, like a bit of white pepper.
What is that?
Interesting.
There's like a cheese they put on top of your popcorn sometimes. I forget what it is.
Yeah, the cheese powder thing.
Yeah, the fake cheese powder. Yeah.
That's pretty good too.
And they use it like in a salt shaker too. They're like, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
My sister left a Parmesan cheese shaker in my car, and it was like all dried up and like gross.
You ate it still, right? Like you went and
I didn't.
Punched it back up. Put it in your mouth in the car.
I sent my sister a message, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
what is this?
I was like, "I told you to take everything out of my car. Why the fuck did you leave this in here?" She was like, "Well, to be fair, you should have known it was in there for like months." It's like, why do I go in the glove box? I don't go into the glove box. I'm driving the car. Like. I mean, I guess some people put stuff in glove boxes. I just don't put stuff in my car. Yeah, I have. Do I look like I wear gloves?
Yeah, you seem like a pretty zesty person to wear gloves.
What the?
You're wearing gloves for zesty reasons, you know?
that's a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can see it being a thing, but like, no, I don't wear gloves for zesty reasons.
You do. Don't lie to me.
I do when I'm squeezing lemons or like oranges.
Not what I thought you were gonna say.
That's zesty reasons, you know.
There's one zesty reason.
The lemons was a curveball in my brain.
Lemons are zesty.
Yeah.
And the
So I wasn't expecting the word lemons, you know?
Ah, like dick, right?
Well, hog, you know, we go back on an old conversation.
Oh, hog, sorry, hog,
Yeah.
you know.
You know, the thing that Punz thought was ass,
Official name.
not dick.
Yeah, right. Pulled pork, you know. Pulled pork.
Oh no, you're bringing back this up again. What was it? Squeeze my hog or crank my hog? What was it that I
Right it. Squeeze my hog.
Right it.
Actually, I don't think it says
Right,
squeeze your
squeeze my hog.
Yeah, I'm Sooky. I keep forgetting how good you are at voice impression.
How do you forget? It's like
What do you mean? How do you forget? You're talking to Punz. Like,
I'm over
True, fair enough. You know what? You got me there.
have you not heard Punz forget like everything in like 2 sequins?
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
When have I done that? When have I done that?
Quite frequently, I feel
He
like.
doesn't even remember that.
You can't just do that. You gotta tell me when.
No, I don't think I will.
What the?
If I got gloves, what kind of gloves do you reckon I should get?
Those rubber gloves that you put on, the doctor's gloves, like the smooth ones, those ones.
I was gonna say like those soap gloves that have like the little hairs on the palms that like you like rub soap into it and it like makes it really sudsy so then you can clean dishes. Yeah.
I was gonna say the fingerless gloves, so it looks all
suds,
edgy.
you know.
It's me. I'm soap suds.
Yeah.
It's me.
Wait, so like hot water makes soap sudsy, right? So if I pour cold water on soap, does he disappear?
I think salt.
Does he die?
I think cold water can also.
I just think water in general makes it sudsy. I think hot water makes it suds quicker.
Yeah, and more. But like, I think you could do it with cold water as well.
It makes it more frothy, while cold water makes it more creamy. Weirdly enough.
So we can make soap creamier. Okay, got it.
Yeah, we're gonna make soap cream.
All right, guys, you all got to work together to make soap cream.
I think there's already soap cream though, so I don't know if we need to do that. He's got the gloves on. Is that your work?
Not right now.
Soap?
Not right now. That was.
I told you were wearing soaps for zesty reasons, or gloves for zesty reasons.
Actually, it wasn't. The reason I was wearing those was because my mum made a joke. She was like, "Don't touch." Like, as I was helping her take pillows down to her caravan, like, because they were going away on a caravan trip, right? And mum was like, "Don't make sure you don't touch the gloves with your greasy hands." And she was joking, right? But she said that, and I went and put on gloves, and then brought the pillows to her, so that it was like it was a joke. And then I came back and I decided to just leave them on for a bit, but it gets so hot in gloves, like I couldn't actually game with them. It was so. Ugh.
I feel like you don't feel with your hands as well too with them.
No,
Like it's almost like a numb touch, not an actual touch feeling. You know what I mean?
Only kind of gloves I use were like the gardening gloves. I use those a lot when I was like when I worked at the rental place.
What gardening gloves though? There's different types of gardening
scary.
gloves.
They have spiders in them sometimes.
They're like the
I saw
they're like the generic gardening gloves. They're like
we have a set of gardening gloves. We have a set of gardening gloves in the thing, but they're like I don't know what specific use they have, but they're like a chain. It's like a chainmail glove. I'm not sure what you use them for, but they are a type of gardening glove.
I think they're used for like grabbing grass that have blades on it.
Is it? Well, we don't have grass that has blades on it. I mean, I guess maybe it was just moved from another house.
Have you? When I was a kid, I ran through like long grass, and you know which grass I'm talking about, Soap, that has like real sharp fucking leaves. Like it cuts you open like paper. Like you get a lot of paper cuts from it, basically, but it's grass.
Yeah,
and it stings for a fucking age after you get cut. I remember as a kid, I used to help Dad pull out grass, and a little tuft of that grass grew. And when I went to pull it out, my hand slipped up the grass, and my fucking whole palm was shredded.
Oh my god!
It stung too because the grass isn't just like sharp; it's got like tiny little hairs on the grass, like the edge, that get into your skin, and it just irritates it.
Edge.
Riz. Skibbity.
Skibbity. Edge. Riz. All right, now everyone in chat at Dan and say that.
I thought that said tested and reviewed with ERP. Not Epi.
Oh.
Oops.
I know where the fucking thing is now.
I'm wholesome.
Surely, Sooky, so surely.
I like those purple.
Although I gotta go to Twitter real fast.
Yeah, the purple ones look nice. Okay, I'm right back.
I don't think you're allowed to say that. I'm sure.
I'm just going to Twitter. What do you mean? What's wrong, Soap?
Yeah. I mean, surely.
We all just browse Twitter from time to time, right?
Yeah. Twitch doesn't understand context.
Excuse me, it's called X. Skibbity.
Sorry, yeah.
Edge, you know.
Where did I see
Teach you how to zoom up. Hi, mind. Hi. Edge. Hi.
Here you go. I'll post something in the pop-out chat for. So we were just talking about X and Twitter and all that.
Okay.
And if you've seen Dune, you'll understand.
Oh, I haven't.
I also haven't.
Oh, well, I recommend watching Dune. It's pretty fucking good.
Did you watch? You only watched the second Dune, right, hun?
Yeah, I watched second Dune too.
Okay.
I said something on this stream about Dune, right? About the books. I went to read them, and I got like a few chapters in. I just couldn't. And it was back when what's it called was releasing. Back when No Man's Sky. Back when No Man's Sky was releasing, I went to try and read all the Dune things because that's what he'd said was a big major influence, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And like I was like, oh, okay, I want to read the influence of No Man's Sky. And then I tried, and then I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me. This is like confusing as shit. They're just like saying random ass words and like kind of just like explaining them very vaguely, and I'm like, I'm just not working. It's not working in my head.
One thing I'll say is like the old Dune. The difference in Dune 1 and Dune like today is, oh my god. So you had Patrick Stewart play as like one of the people in Dune 1. And there's some weird shield stuff that they use for defense when fighting and all that kind of stuff. In Dune 1, like the old one, It looks like they're Minecraft characters. Like that when they turn the shield on, like it's just squares and like they look like Steve from Minecraft, just really blocky, like as the shield. And it's just so funny to compare it to the like Dune now.
So,
let me see if I can find it.
Okay. So like their shields are like I don't know anything about Dune. So like their shields, do the shields like cover their whole body and like
It covers their body, yeah.
Okay. So is it like spaced away from them at all a little bit? Is it like a bit of space between the shield and their body, or is it just like on the body?
It's like they press something and it activates.
Okay.
I think I might have seen that.
Okay, here we go.
Let's pick the side chat. I actually haven't had the side chat.
Here's how the old shield looks.
Shield.
Oh shit, that looks so stupid. Why didn't they just go with a bubble? I mean, did they explain it as like angular and shit?
So about 26 seconds in, that's when you see the shields.
Oh. Ooh, they do look like little Minecraft characters.
Yeah. But in Dune now, it's just like, looks like after image, sort of.
Uh-huh. God yourself.
Playing fighting games on a Sega.
Yeah. Wing. Huh, okay, so they do a little boobly wobbly now.
Ah!
What?
What?
Why quiet?
You're quiet.
No,
Talk more.
I'm never quiet. I'm just speaking above volumes that you can actually hear.
I can't believe you used to be a mute. That's crazy.
But I'll go back to it right now.
Good.
Hey, what happened?
No, I don't want you to actually mute.
Siel turned
I
the
hate
back
reading
into a
text.
mute.
No, I hate reading text. I actually hate reading text.
No.
I definitely prefer hearing voices.
I like hearing your voice, honey. Come back to me. Come back, be a talker.
No.
Yo. What the? Hi, Fayo. Hi. Also, hi, Greasy. I don't think I said hi to you yet. What the heck? Alright, well, I guess I have a mute GF now.
Sick. That's so cool.
Wicked.
We'll buy GF.
I'm dying. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna die real quick.
Wait. Oh, don't rip Bozo.
I'm gonna rip Bozo, and if I rip Bozo, I mean I'm going to refill my water bottle because I'm coughing for some reason. I'll be right back.
Anyway, 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 anyway,
Oh,
anyway,
sorry. I'm here.
Actually, I don't know what topic to talk about.
Abiotic Factor has been fun. I've been playing that.
What's that? What is
Basically
that?
Half-Life 1, but you're the scientists that are trying to survive in the lab.
Oh, so it's like the
It's
only
just
thing
SCP.
other
Yeah, it's sort of like SCP, but I feel like it feels more like Half-Life 1 because you have the aliens that are sort of like Vortigaunts, and you have the little guys that try to jump at you and kill you, or sort of like the head crabs, so on and so forth. Then you have like
Sorry, do you have
security
guns at all,
robots.
or you just run away?
You have to craft stuff with office supplies.
Uh-huh. So you can.
So
shoot
you
them with
can make
staple
crossbows
guns.
with
Yeah.
pencils and stuff, like make bolts out of pencils with steel and everything, and you can make guns. You can find actual guns as well. Yeah. It's sort of got the feel of Project Zomboid in the skill system wise. And when you start a character, you get to choose like the same sort of stuff that Project Zomboid has, where it's like, oh, you're hemophilia or whatever, where you can't stand blood, or like all that as downsides, and then you can choose upsides and all that kind of stuff, right? It's pretty fun.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back. Oh.
My game crashed.
Oh no.
So fucked up.
Oh no!
Oh.
No. Let's see. What other game were you playing, Yoko? I believe it was Fallout 4, right?
Yeah, it was Fallout 4.
I'll play more 76 actually as well.
Oh, that game.
Shut up! At least I can play it with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still gotta try out 76. It's been on my dock for like a hot minute, but I've been too lazy to buy it.
Isn't it free?
It's much better than what it was.
I thought it was a free game now.
Nope.
Did I like? Okay.
It was really cheap recently, though.
Oh, I know why I
cheap.
thought it was free. I know why I thought it was free. Because it's on Game Pass. Boy.
Yeah.
Okay. I always get confused when things are on Game Pass now because it's like they seem free to me. Like
I don't know how Microsoft actually makes money out. It plans to make money off the Game Pass, because from what I understand, the Game Pass is just such an amazing deal, right?
well,
It's because people will actually just keep paying that subscription instead of buying the games.
Yeah.
They have infinite money basically because of it.
Well, from what I understand, they don't make money on the Game Pass yet.
They do.
I'm pretty sure Game Pass is fairly neutral with how much money they make and how much like money they have to spend. I think the companies do get less money overall, but they get the money up front rather than have to like wait for people to like buy them and like the money to come in from like 1,000 different sources. It's like, oh, you get a flat, like, we'll give you however million for you to put this game on Game Pass, right? And it's like, oh, okay, we'll put the game on Game Pass and get this money straight away, rather than go like, oh, maybe we'll get this throughout the year on sales, right? And then because some people don't play games that often, they'll get Game Pass and then they just won't cancel their subscription and they won't play that many games. So it ends up being that they spend more on Game Pass than they would have if they had just bought that one game and just only played that on Game Pass. Like not in Game Pass, that game, and then not played any other games in Game Pass. You know.
Speaking of free games and fun games that are free, you were talking about it before we started stream. So I am currently re-downloading Halo Infinite on Steam. I had it on Xbox Game Pass, but I found games actually run worse when launched through the Xbox game app.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Xbox app. So I just uninstalled it from the Xbox app and reinstalling it on
Sometimes they run worse. I haven't had any issues running Halo Infinite,
Master Chief
but
Collection,
I definitely have seen.
for me, took...
Oh, that was fine for me.
Yeah, no, Master Chief Collection on the Xbox app took ages to load. Forever to load in. On Steam, instant.
Issue.
On Steam, it's instant. It comes up, it's done.
Okay, I didn't have that issue for me. I can't remember what I had issues with. I had issues with something on Game Pass. I can't remember what it was. But that's the same with like any launcher. Like sometimes a launcher will just have a bugged version of the game, or the launcher itself will like have shitty requirements that make the game worse. Like if you get, I don't know. If you get like fucking, what's it called? Fallout New Vegas on like through Bethesda, it like you can't mod it because I had bought the games. I just realized I might have actually bought 7 copies of Skyrim. Holy shit! Did I buy it through Bethesda as well? Hang on, I forgot
Number
about
one
that.
Bethesda fan right here.
Oh my god.
Number one Todd Howard enjoyer.
I actually do have the Bethesda launcher. I have the Bethesda launcher. Am I signed in?
Honey,
Yes, honey.
make the Todd Howard picture on his desk the entire image of soap.
I'm opening the Bethesda launcher to see if I actually do have a copy of Skyrim on the Bethesda launcher.
If Soap has a copy of Skyrim on the Bethesda launcher, make his entire image Todd Howard.
That makes 7 copies of Skyrim that I have bought. I forgot about that one. I forgot
Todd
about that
Howard's strongest soldier.
It's not true.
It
It's not true.
It just works, everyone. It just works.
Oh, it's not true. I'm not like actually a Bethesda simp. I just it's just that like conveniently I'd wanted to play Skyrim in certain instances and I just bought them in like those instances, you know? Well, it's not like I bought it unreasonably. Like that was the only way I could do it on those things, you know? I could only buy it. I had to buy it on the Switch to play it on the Switch, you know?
Okay, so it's on the bargaining stage. Got it. Okay. Didn't help it. Gotcha. That's so crazy. So how do you buy the same game 7 times?
I've told you why. I told you why.
So tell it again.
Okay. You want me to tell it again? Okay.
Yes.
You don't forget things, do you? No. Okay. So I have a copy. My first copy I got on PlayStation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I got a copy on the Switch, right? And then I got the standard edition on PC. I also got the special edition on PC. Okay. And then I don't know if you want to count it, but I got the what's it called? I got the anniversary edition, and then I also have the VR edition. So I think that makes up 6. It's 5 or 6, right? The anniversary edition might not count, but like I don't know. I bought something that wasn't technically a DLC and it said edition, so I guess it's the game, but it's an upgrade to the actual game. I don't know. I would have bought the whole game again if it hadn't been the whole game again, so I might as well count it, you know?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? No, but that's how I do that. And then I might have also got it on the Bethesda launcher. I don't know, but I might have.
I didn't
It
know
does sound like
Bethesda
something I would have done.
had a launcher.
Well, yeah, I was gonna use the Bethesda launcher because I was like, oh, I want to support Bethesda directly. I prefer to buy things directly from the developer if I can, regardless of if it's a big developer or not. I mean, maybe EA, I would be more like, they can go fuck themselves, but like, still, I prefer to buy directly from the developer, even like Ubisoft, right? Because there are some Ubisoft games.
And Ubisoft.
Yeah. But fucking what was I gonna say? Fucking Bethesda's launcher, they had like an outdated version of the game last time I checked when I played Fallout fucking New Vegas, right? So it was like, I don't know, should I have gotten it on fucking thing or not?
Either way, you are one of the people that is inflating Skyrim sales numbers. I want you to know that.
I am indeed. You know, it's not that many people. It's actually like a seventh of that many people that just bought the game 7 times, you know?
And to be fair, I think how many versions of Skyrim do I have? Okay, I only have Skyrim and Special Edition.
Same.
That's like what any reasonable person would have.
Okay, I guess I bought it on the Xbox 360 back in the day, so okay, add a third copy in there for me.
Crazy thing is, I didn't even get it at release. Imagine if I had got it at release. I would have had it on the PS3 as well.
Yeah, that would have been the worst version too. The PS3 version was Skyrim was apparently super duper buggy.
I believe
think the worst one. What at one squeezy he bought twice Garu. Yeah. Crazy how much the game gets around. Power of Todd.
Hey, Todd. he keeps lying, but I keep believing him.
this time, what he says will be true. This time there'll be 16 times the detail. I swear. The game I bought most of Final Fantasy X 3 times. Ooh.
Todd Howard just maxed out that charisma stat, you know? No, fucking, what's it called? I saw him like talking about Starfield, and he was like completely oblivious as to why people don't like that game. Like,
oh yeah,
he
I
didn't
saw
understand
that.
it.
I saw that.
There was an interview, and he was like, actually did not know. Like he was misunderstanding the entire reason people didn't like it.
He was saying something like, yeah, I remember that. He said something like, it's too different than the things we normally make. And it's like, no, the reason it failed is because it's freaking boring. It's you did like nothing interesting.
And the crazy thing is, it was a fucking commercial success. So Bethesda's like, it sucks because he's gonna see that and he's gonna think, well, that's actually a good thing. And he's also gonna see that there's some good reviews, and they were like the ones that were like reviewing it before they got like the general feeling of it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh no, they're just.
I like to hope that the all the reviews, the negative or like mixed reviews, like helped, maybe make them change or like realize, okay, maybe we did do hey, this is good. We gotta do something different for Elder Scrolls 6. Surely Elder Scrolls 6 will come out, right?
Yes.
I mean, in our lifetime or like just in general?
In our lifetime.
Maybe.
Hey, it's not boring. Do you think when the land on the moon they found a bear and they thought it was boring? Oh my god, the freaking
yeah. He like genuinely thinks that it was like interesting in that regard, and he was like, hey, oh my god, he did not understand. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna sign in.
Okay.
My Bethesda account.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see.
That was such a weird thing for like a dev to the dev to comment, or was it the community manager, or was it a dev that commented on that post?
A bunch of community. I don't know the community managers or devs, but they were like people who have access to the Bethesda like accounts. They were responding on the like bottom of like Steam reviews and shit.
That is
okay.
So silly. That is so weird of them. Like,
yeah, but it was also really weird. You couldn't install the script extender on the Bethesda version of the game, which I was just like, what the fuck is going on with that? Also, this launcher is dog shit. Bethesda has like a shit as fuck launcher.
Yeah. Most launchers.
Bethesda launcher is moving to Steam. Okay, they moved to Steam anyway. But did I have it on here? Did it just move my purchase to thing? If I did have a purchase on here? It. I don't know where it would be. Elder Scrolls. The Elder Scrolls. Okay, I don't think it's on here. Maybe they didn't put Skyrim on the thing. My library? Oh shit. Okay, no, I didn't get Skyrim on the Bethesda launcher. I didn't. Don't worry.
All right.
I got Fallout. I got Fallout New Vegas on here. I got Fallout 2. I got the original Fallout. I got Fallout Tactics. Fallout Shelter.
You ever play Fallout Tactics? I never got around to playing that one.
No, I never have. No, I just heard it's so bad that I don't want to. Elder Scrolls 2, Elder Scrolls 3, Elder Scrolls Arena. I think Elder Scrolls Arena and I'm pretty sure Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall and Elder Scrolls Arena.
Ooh, so if you want to be such a good Todd Howard simp, you can buy it on the Epic Games launcher.
No, I think I'm good. I don't actually want to buy another copy of Skyrim.
actually, you might want to buy like one extra or maybe two.
You never know. Like, what if you get locked out of your Steam account, Soap, and you want to play Skyrim?
Exactly.
You know.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I've given them enough money at this point. I think they don't need any
You
more.
haven't given them enough.
I think I have.
I
think I've given them.
Oil them just a little bit. Drop like.
I already oiled them. I oiled them so good they don't squeak no more. I don't need to give them any more money.
Give Bethesda more of your money now.
No.
Or else Todd Howard will visit your home and be like, I see you didn't buy my game again, so what's going on, man? Why did you buy my game? And like Soup hates Bethesda as the mage Soup. Is that a good Todd Howard impression, guys? Or did you sound more like Joker?
You listen to what you're saying sometimes, like
what
ever.
did you say? You did a Todd Howard impression?
Yeah,
You did a Todd Howard impression?
Soap. Can I go off on a tangent first? Okay. But honey, do you have a voice in your head? Do you have a voice in your head at all? Is there someone that talks to you? You got one of those? What question? I need to know right now.
Like an internal voice, yeah.
And it doesn't filter. It's not filtering. It doesn't like make you go like, should I say this real fast? It doesn't like, all right, let's edit this sentence. No, like, no, it just doesn't.
Sometimes
it's just your echo chamber in there. Like,
what are you implying? Are you trying to fly something?
I'm gonna need you to gain a voice in your head. Is what I'm saying.
What the heck?
Howard is doing it for me. I single-handedly funded a single day for a couple days maybe for a Bethesda employee. How much do they get paid, you reckon?
Probably fairly decently.
I also might have bought like a couple. I bought a couple of the what do you call them? I bought a couple of the Creation Club stuff back when I was on PlayStation. To get paid in copies of Skyrim Special Edition. Hey, that's good pay. That's good pay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a raise. One more Skyrim copy this year. Yes. Which copy do you want? Think carefully, you only get one. To be fair, I didn't pay for all of these at full price, okay? I paid for 2 of them at full price.
Okay, just 2 of them. Okay, you didn't you weren't giving Todd all the money you could have, so. Oh, yeah, the ads are running. I'm sorry, guys. 3 minutes.
No.
You're apologizing to the people who can't hear you right now. Is that what you're doing?
Yes. I'm praying. I'm sending them my thoughts and prayers. So I'm giving them my thoughts and prayers. And then they will free you from the ad.
Thank you, people who can't. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry, the ads are playing. I'm sorry you can't hear me right now. Oh my god!
And thank you who can't hear me for supporting the channel by subbing. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Give subs to the other people right
Yeah.
now.
Okay, you guys heard of Yoko. We need 100 gifters right now.
Uh-huh. Hey, 100 tier 3s. Just that easy.
Yep, just 100 tier
It's
3s
just
right
It's
now.
impossible, but we can make it work. Keep them in like increments of 44, I'm pretty sure. That's how it goes.
Oh yeah, one of the yeah, you're right. One of the community managers, well, not the head one. One of the community managers, like below that, actually did get kicked out of the thing.
Oh,
Yikes! I'm pretty sure the community managers weren't paid though, so it's not like
you're talking about
they lost their
Helldivers
job or
too?
anything. Yeah.
Yeah. If they one of
What do
them,
you guys think about the Drake and Kendrick?
Oh, geez.
What do you guys think, huh?
I don't even know how to feel about that. I've seen so much drama on that. I'm so lost.
All I remember is the things Leah told us about it during the Doki Doki playthrough on Saturday, and the occasional
This
little
is the
Twitter
podcast. This is where we need to talk about it. You know.
I guess it's. I hope Jake's not a pedophile. If he is, that's bad.
I would prefer if he wasn't, but if he is, I hope he does get in trouble for it. You know.
Yeah.
It's never a good thing for there to be one more like pedophile in the world. Like whenever any allegations where someone's a pedophile, it's not like I'm never like, oh, I hope they are because I hate this person. It's like, well, I hope they aren't because one less pedophile in the world is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
generally, you know, not yeah. But like if they are, I hope they fucking like I hope they fucking get all the fucking shit they deserve for it, you know? Like, I hope they lose their fucking, like everything, honestly. They shouldn't have a platform at all, if that's the case. The only thing that is kind of in the gray area-ish is, the people that Drake has been like spotted with, a lot of it is 16 and 17, and there are locations where 16 and 17 is legal. So technically he wouldn't be a pedophile if he was in those locations when said stuff was happening. But
yeah, but
if there's stuff like online communication, it's always 18. There's never online communication where it's like under 18. But in-person stuff, I think it's weird. I don't agree with setting the age of consent below 18, but if that is the case, technically he's not a pedophile if he was in those locations when said things happened, if they did happen. But I still think it's really weird and definitely shouldn't be a thing. It just shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be a thing. You know what? I'm unraveling your existence.
You shouldn't say that when what we just talked about, you know?
I walked away for a minute.
We're talking about what's it called?
The Drake and Kendrick thing.
Oh. Yeah, we're talking about the Drake and Kendrick thing, and then we're talking about how what's it called? Drake, if he's a pedophile, he should definitely face any consequences there are for that, and be dropped by all stuff, like all his label and shit. Or whoever he's fucking got deals with. But I was also saying that there are locations where 16 is the age of consent, and I don't think anyone's below the age of 16 has like had anything to do with Drake from all the alleged things, I believe, are people 16 and over. So it's like it's in that area where it's like maybe if he was in a specific location, it wasn't really. But then it's like I don't agree with the age of 16 being the age of consent. It should be the age of 18. So it's like, I mean, he is, but legally he isn't. You know, at least in my view of what a pedophile is, I would say anyone under 18. At least if someone's 17 and someone was 19, I would be like, that's kind of weird, but it's not that bad. But when it's someone 30 and it's someone 16, or like 17 or whatever, it's like,
it's weird.
Yeah, nah.
Weird.
Yeah,
Weird.
This is weird. They should not be interacting. There's at all. Like, at all.
Yeah.
They did weird.
Well, yeah, no, it might not be illegal depending on where he was when these things are happening. But if he was communicating with them online, I'm pretty sure there's like a flat rule that's like, Lord, got pulled up by US media about that. What happened?
Apparently there was wasn't there a gunman at Drake's place today, or was it yesterday? But yeah, the whole situation is very crazy. And
in any case, well, okay, what if someone's like 40 and someone's 47? Is that still weird? As I don't think it's weird when it gets to that age. I think the older you get, the less weird it is. But
I like to think that like once both people are like working adults and are like out of college or have been working in for a while, I think the age gap stuff doesn't really matter. Because like,
I mean, it does matter, but it matters less and less depending on how long it's been. It's just there is definitely like there's definitely like a difference depending on how old someone is, like just in terms of I guess power difference and like maturity difference. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of weird for like someone in their early 20s to be dating like a 50-year-old. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, as long as there's no power dynamic difference and all that, then
I mean, yeah, but still, there's always gonna be the maturity. Like, I mean, it's I don't know. I'd find it pretty hard to believe that someone who's 50 is gonna be like similar, like mentally, to someone who's 20. Like,
yeah. Because like, I guess like the main thing I think about is that like I as like a college freshman and me who's been working for 4 years, I have completely different wants and needs, like goals, than I did when I was just entering college, right? So I definitely changed as a person since then. And I think like, oh yeah, there's definitely like a big gap in how I thought about things and what I looked for in romantic partners. And like, yeah, it would be kind of weird to date someone who was if I was a college student and I was dating someone who was working. I think it would be weird because like college me had different wants and needs than working me does, right? So yeah, in that case, yeah, I agree, it's weird.
Well, to that point though, there's also people who do like college and stuff like way later in life.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you mean college specifically in the they just got out of school and going straight into college kind of sense.
Yeah, in the sense that like they just got out of school, they're either going to a trade or they're going to college, and like they're just like, okay, time to figure out my place in the world, time to get a job and see what I like and all that. Like someone in that mindset has completely different goals and what they're trying to achieve than someone like me who's been working for 4 years and kind of desires a bit more stability than I did back then, you know. I'm in my 30s now, and I definitely think there's enough of this. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, Garo. Basically, is that like the change from someone who's just got out of school to someone who's been working for a significant amount of time is like completely different. Like it completely changes your mindset and how you think about money, how you think about your future, how you think about your future goals. It's completely different. And it would be weird to date someone who has completely separate goals, right? Because current me is thinking about like budgeting and how me and Siel are gonna live together, how we're gonna get by, and like thankfully I all that is like planned out and everything. But like current me, but like college me was not thinking about those things back in the day. He was thinking about oh boy, I can't wait to play more Factorio, or oh crap, I have to pass this so I could get my degree, and oh boy, I sure hope I could get a job after college. I wasn't thinking about money or anything like that. Money just wasn't the thing I really had to think about. But now I do. And that changed things. Are you going punch crossover? Hey. Yeah, who's your little gift for today, Eddie?
Yeah, hi.
I think up to 50s, there's a difference in where people are at in life. Individual cases are always going to be diverse, but generally once you hit 50, you kind of have what you're normally mostly cemented. I would say it gets less noticeable after that. Yeah, because like when you get to your 50s, you start thinking your goals are coming to like either retirement or getting into a either an executive, ideally an executive position in a company, or you're thinking about how you're going to retire, and like someone in their 20s isn't thinking about that kind of stuff, right? Even if they might be still trying to place themselves in the perfect job or living situation, before you usually have kids or have to stay in one place, etc. Yeah. Like I'm not tied to one place yet. Like me and Siel may decide we want to move around the US at some point as we're living together, but yeah, like right now I desire stability and stuff. Yeah. So that goes to what we were saying, that like sometimes you have a different way you view the world depending on your age.
Mm-hmm.
And was there anything else we wanted to say about the Drake and Kendrick situation? Because I have not listened to any of the diss track other than what has been memed on, so I am not knowledgeable about this at all.
Yeah, I'm with you, Punz. Like, I don't know much. I know about it only because I've seen stuff in Mura's Discord talking about it, and just how everyone is just laughing at Drake, and that's all I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just know that Drake got absolutely destroyed, and yeah.
All right, new topic.
Yeah.
New topic or in podcast, either one.
We still have 30 minutes.
Yeah,
what else has everyone seen or been doing?
I've been playing a bit of a game called Hex Guardian recently, and that's been pretty fun.
What's that?
It is a tower defense game where you place down towers and units and stuff, similar to kind of like Balloon's tower defense. But as you kill enemies, you unlock additional tiles to place on the map. And so if So you start on the map with a castle and then a few tiles nearby, and on roads and rivers is where enemies spawn from, depending on the wave. And then as you kill the enemies, you get tiles to place on the map that connect to the roads and the riverways. So you can build like a straight piece where enemies are going to spawn, so the enemies have to walk more towards your castle, and you can give your towers additional time to shoot at them. But what you can also do is you get pieces that allow you to loop in on your tower, on your roads, or block them off, and so you can see a wave is about to spawn from that road to the south, and then I can place I can either loop it in on itself to like block it off, and that just kills the wave automatically. And now enemies can't spawn from there. It's like enemies can only spawn from like the edges of the map, pretty much. But yeah, very, very fun. Very fun little roguelike tower defense game. Very highly recommend if you like balloons and want a little bit of a roguelike spin to it. Very, very fun. Also, on the harder level can be brutal. What'd you say, so?
Said balloons.
Balloon.
And I haven't played a balloons game in like forever.
Yeah, I used to play them all the time when I was younger. Played balloons for a bunch. Yeah, 6 is they're still updating 6, Yoko. They're still adding heroes and new units every once in a blue moon.
They're called heroes.
That's cool.
What you say, so?
So they're called heroes.
Yeah, so there are like they're called heroes, right? Like the unique unit you can pick to add to your roster. I think they're called heroes. But yeah, in 6 there's a bunch of heroes that you can choose one to add to your
those operators.
Operators, there we go. Operators, heroes, yeah, same thing.
Oh, I was getting confused. Okay. No. Well, I think the difference between operators and heroes is pretty big when it's like, I don't know. I don't think of them as heroes. I mean, they're like just paid units. And
yeah, but like they level up like heroes and like
heroes.
You get one of them.
When I think of heroes, I'm like.
When I think of heroes, I just think of like heroic units from like StarCraft or Warcraft 3. They like level
don't know anything about those. I don't know anything about Warcraft or StarCraft. I'm gonna be honest.
Like the point is, like whenever I think of something that like levels up, gains XP from killing enemies and levels up, I think of heroes. That's my first like thing to call that. Like if I see a unit gain XP, I'm like heroes. Maybe they call them maybe people who play League will call them like champions or whatever. But like, yeah, that's typically what I call them.
Yeah, but I like heroes. I think of Overwatch, and Overwatch doesn't level them up at all.
Hey, guess what? Yeah, very, very fun game. What else have we all been playing?
I said that earlier that I started playing Deus Ex. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I finally finished Cyberpunk on stream. Oh my god. That took like actually like 6 months. Maybe longer, honestly.
It must have been because I remember you were still. I think you were playing it before you got put into the shed, right?
Put into the shed. Into the shed. You make that sound like I was fucking like wrangled and like chucked into a shed and like locked in it. Like what the fuck? Well, I wasn't. My room flooded and I was given the choice of like a different room in their house or my like own like place like out in the shed that was like bigger than any rooms in the house that I could have had, and I chose the shed. Now, I didn't realize it was going to be so fucking hot in the shed, and I couldn't be bothered moving into the house. So I just slept in the house sometimes and like did everything else in the shed, but it was so hot in the shed, and the internet was so bad. I wouldn't have had a desk if I was in a room, though. So I guess it's only really the shed if I wanted to have a desk. But yeah, I fucking I started playing it before I'd had to move out to the shed, and wait, can I pick these up? I'm sorry, there's something in game that I wanted to pick up, but I can't. It seems. Fuck me, I'm dying.
I guess.
Sorry. You know, but I've been playing like I had tried to play Kingdom Come Deliverance. I actually need to open it up again and play it because I was playing it and then I got distracted and started playing other things, and it's like, well, I still want to finish that because I didn't finish it the first time playing through it. I need to finish it this time. Is my shit like internet like dying? I don't know. My game's like fucked up. Regardless. I don't know. I can't think. I don't want to talk anymore.
Okay. But yeah,
meltdown. I'm having a meltdown. Mentally.
Well, what are your thoughts on Cyberpunk now that you finished the game? So what is
what are your thoughts? Well, I got the I guess boring ending. I guess like it just. I got the boring ending, and the only interesting thing about it, where you get to like see every like character worrying about you, I couldn't get that because fucking what's it called? Because my what's it called? My character, I didn't interact with all the side characters and shit. So it's like I can't even like. No one even like cared that I disappeared for like 2 days.
Oh yeah.
So it's like I've been messaged by Pam and Victor, and that's it. Like I didn't have any of the other companions like being like, "Where the hell are you? Where you gone?"
Yeah,
it was just like 2 people, and it was like, well, that's not as interesting as it could have been.
Yeah,
at least you had those 2.
Yes, had the.
I mean, yeah, but like Victor's like mandatory to have, and Panam, I don't know, it's like cool, but it's like one character I interacted with. I wish I had more. I'm assuming I would have had more had I done all the companion quests, at least 3 more. But I feel like I would have had 2 more from some other shit, like surely, right? Like, had I completed parts of the main story?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Overall, do you think it was worth it? Was it worth the 6 months of streaming? Was the journey worth it?
I honestly wish I had played it on my own. RPGs also just don't do well on streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RPGs are not stream games because it's too much like it's too hard to keep up on. Like you can't tell where someone is in an RPG just straight off the bat, first of all. And like you're hopping in, you're kind of like, oh, what's going on? Like you don't know like what decisions they've made, like or their characters like. You're just like feel so out of the loop when you hop in an RPG, right? And also the people that do like RPGs, they'll hop in, talk about it for one stream, and they've exhausted all their like chatting, like everything they can chat about, and then they just don't chat anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, well, I have nothing left to talk about because I've already discussed everything I can say about this game in the chat.
Yeah, and they can't talk about like there's also limiting things that they can't even talk about depending on what point in the RPG you're at, right?
Yeah, it's like spoilers and shit. Like something like even like BioShock, I find is like you could, like people could come into that and they'd be just like, oh, I know what level you're at, and then it's like, oh, they already know. Like even though there is options in that, it's just like it's not as open to like, oh, have you done this? Have you done this? Like I also find if I go into someone's thing, it's like, oh, have you done this yet? I want to see this specific section of the game. Like, it's like you always wonder, like, oh, have they done that yet? Or like, what are they up to? It's like, I don't know. It's not as interesting when it's a RPG as another game. I feel like too much.
Yeah. Especially it's like, what was I gonna say? Sometimes the what you do during those streams sometimes totally varies. Because like sometimes you will progress in like a story mission or something, or you'll just spend a bunch of the stream just running around doing like random side quests and stuff, right? It's not very consistent.
I don't know. RPGs are fine. It's just you gotta like not play them too much. I don't know. Or you gotta be stream very often so that you can get it out of the way, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like they could be like super good like first like release because you know it's brand new and all that fun stuff, but like
if someone's like, oh, I'm probably not gonna play this game at all, and it's like, okay, so then they're gonna be fine watching it because they're not ever gonna play it, so they'll probably watch it. But after it's been released and they've like, oh, I've already watched 6 people play this, it's like, okay, well now they're not gonna want to watch it. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely will say that it is a lot harder to stream and just kind of like organize playing RPGs because, you know, just depending on the time and, you know, everything involved. It's very difficult.
Thank you for the follow, Thalahal.
Thalahal, thank you for the follow. Thank you.
Oh my god, this Helldivers is so hard when like your team doesn't know what the fuck to do, like at all.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm trying to play. I don't know why I started a level 9. I think I just like forgot to change it. But I started level 9 with randoms, and these randoms have no clue what they're doing. Like, I'm like doing all the objectives here, man.
Are you sure you are just mad because they are doing exactly what you want them to do, or are they actually just?
No, they're just running around shooting things, and I'm trying to run to objectives and do objectives. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just like looking at these like bugs all standing around in one spot. Like, fucking do something. Like anything.
Surely he's not a new player.
Doing level 9? I mean, yeah, he might be, but he shouldn't be doing level 9. That's my point. And like, they're not taking out the big things at all. Well, actually, I can see what level they are. They're all high level to me. They're all high level to me. Like, we need to get this stalker nest because there's a bunch of fucking stalkers chasing us, and that's like our biggest issue right now. But I don't see where the stalker nest is, and I can't see where the stalker nest is because everyone's separated, and we can't like stand together and do shit. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh no.
I mean, Level 9's not that difficult. It's hard, but it ain't that difficult if everyone like
Literally
works
called
together.
Helldive.
Yeah, but it ain't that difficult. It really isn't.
Morning, Dan.
Like, two people with fucking like with a quasar cannon, you could take out a fucking charger one hit to the head, right? And fucking if you have a precision strike, you can precision strike the what's it called? You can precision strike any fucking Bile Titan that shows up, right? And you're set. Like, there's not enough Bile Titans to like fucking worry fucking what's it called? There ain't enough Bile Titans to worry 4 Helldivers, right? If you've all got a precision strike. I mean, I guess not everyone needs to bring the exact right build, right? Like, everyone needs to play meta, but like, I feel like everyone should have something to take out Bile Titans, right? Just because that's reasonable.
Like, yeah, I guess if you're playing the Helldiver's like the hardest difficulty, right? Or is that like a few pips down from the hardest?
This is the hardest difficulty.
Okay. So you think they know at this point how to deal with Bile Titans, multiple Bile Titans mission?
I don't even know. What does this guy bring in? What's his things? No, how do I check? I don't think I can check while I'm dead. Ugh.
Yeah, you can't check most things when you're dead. I mean, damage you get a dead.
I mean, they should allow you to check the map while you're dead. I don't know why they don't. He's got fucking napalm strike. Like, it's not that useful. No, he's just grenading them while I'm dead. He's not respawning me.
Ooh.
What's he doing? Like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
He would have been fine. Oh, he would have been fine.
Sorry for all the hacking I'm doing, guys. Often.
Fine.
Actually, did we have anything else we wanted to talk about?
I don't think I can think of anything.
No.
Right.
Yeah. I can't really
Stalkers
think
are
of
so
it.
fucking annoying. This, I mean, besides like the Helldivers thing, I don't think there's been too much happening. Honestly.
Yeah, because I think that we talked about the Tarkov situation last podcast, but
we talked about it last week. I mean, I should correct myself. You were right. There is a $250. It was a $250. I thought it was 150.
It was 150, right, for the EOD, and then it was like another 100 for the single player. So it was 250 in total.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's why. I thought it was okay. I don't know. I thought it was 150. The way they made it seem like it was 150.
Yeah, because EOD is 150.
Yeah. But you
Thanks,
can't
Sans
get
Caffeine,
EOD
for gifting
anymore.
YokoDaFox a sub.
Dan, thank you for giving Yoko a sub. Thank you. What the heck?
Thanks, Sans Caffeine,
Dan,
for
thank you
gifting
for
Daring
the
Gawaru a
too.
sub.
Thank you.
Dan's here, Edge.
Edge.
Gibbity.
Riz. Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Oh my god, these enemies are fucked, man.
Then you're chattered.
Bah.
Totally.
Okay. Bah. Am I back? Okay. I don't know what's
You're back.
Are you back?
Oh yeah, I don't know why, but my Discord's been super buggy, and lately it's been just disconnecting me. So I don't even know if anybody.
That's not just you.
Oh, it's not me. Okay.
Discord's just a steaming pile of shit.
Okay. Well, thank goodness I'm not the only one.
I love in Discord when you're watching something with someone in a Discord call, and then Discord randomly just stops you from watching while watching them for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's happened a few times with me and Siel.
Happens to me frequently.
What were you
Kill the
saying?
Wild
Yoko?
Titan with a fucking supply drop. Let's fucking go. Oh, that's the fucking
Rip this
Wild
tab
Titan.
off a can.
Oh.
Yeah, what were you saying, Yoko?
I was just saying that I'm excited because shortly I'll be done with work that I was contracted like way back then, and so I'm excited to be finally done with that after being, I think, like 2 or 3 year contract. So yeah.
We ain't getting this fucking thing done. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Be able to have my own freaking free time and, you know, be able to, you know, not have to worry about doing work that I only did because I just needed to help, you know, my folks and stuff like that. But, you know.
Yeah. Do you currently work a part-time job, Yoko?
Yeah, it basically is, but it's just, you know, signed contract where, you know, I signed it for a couple years because I needed, you know, congruent money to flow in, and it was only just a little bit. Like, you know, it was less, well, not less, but it was pretty low payment, but, you know, it was just a simple gig that I was able to do for, you know, for a little while. And yeah, it's not the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Bro, well, they just fucking killed me. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
I'm.
cut off. Ooh. I did it again. The delay. I'm sorry.
You're fine, Soap. You're fine. You can't help
You're
it.
fine. But yeah, I get officially done May 17th. So it's really soon. So
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You will be free. You'll be free.
then I'll be free, and then I'll be able to do whatever I'd like to, basically. And right now, I love streaming, and I love providing content, and all of that fun stuff. And so I think I want to more deep dive into that, as opposed to, you know, that whole IRL shenanigans thing that just was silly and
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna try and be a full-time content creator then?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I wish you the best of luck, Yoko.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is a pretty good place to wrap it up, unless if anyone else has anything else they want to bring up.
I can't think of anything else. But thank you, Punz, for having me on your podcast. I know that there was a previous time where you did invite me, but I didn't go, and all of that shenanigans for personal reasons. But I'm so glad to be finally able to get on now.
Of course. And I'm sorry I took so long to invite you back on again. People they just kept piling up and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad I was finally able to get you on, and stuff, and it was very nice to hang out with you. We don't really get to hang out much off stream, so yeah, this was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could get a shout out for Yoko, please. Everyone go follow Yoko and give her your support, please.
Oh.
Go give YokoDaFox a follow. Consider stopping by her streams. But yeah, that will be us. It for us. Us for it. That'll be it for us for today.
It for us. Us for
It
it.
for us.
All right, someone put this femboy to bed after stream. He's literally not like here anymore.
Not functioning.
What the?
Put him to bed. Get him out of here. He's EP.
EP femboy.
Who broke the femboy?
What the?
Femboy broke
Yeah,
himself.
what have you been doing? What have you
Femboy
been
I don't
doing?
know.
himself.
I might be dying. I'm coughing for some reason. And
I
don't know
might be
why.
dying. Okay.
I might just be
I
dying.
might be
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
know.
allowed to die.
What the? What the?
Crab shitting myself. Crab
Oh.
shitting myself. Huh?
No, don't start.
What? I'm confused.
Yeah, that is a long
Please
story that
explain.
happened.
Please
Only real ones
explain.
get it.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone copy it. That's the raid message now. Get it done. Yeah, this is what like I don't even get the crab when I copy it. That's pretty cool. I just get shit myself a bunch of times, you know.
Speaking of rating, who do we want to rate?
Well, Leah's gone, or Leah's on.
Curly fry. Gap.
I don't know.
Gap. Big
You got a femboy you can raid.
femboy can rate. I have a femboy I can read if you want to read a femboy. Would you just throw that with the shitting myself raid? Oh, that's a
Uh,
Oh, it's a red message. That is.
yeah. Surely they're
Explain
not
it.
gonna question it.
surely.
You have an explanation.
What did you said? I haven't read Aura in a hot minute. We can read Aura. I will send. Gonna send you get off to Aura. Aura's a very cute
Who's Aura?
femboy artist. I've been meaning to commission for a while, but they're this is always full, and I'm too afraid to commission on a wait list. I'm afraid I'll change my mind in the time. But Aura's very,
Why
very
would you
cool.
change your mind if you've been meaning to like commission them for like forever? Do you reckon
Yeah, but
you'd
like I don't
change
know
your
what I want to
mind?
commission them from them stuff. Like that's the thing. It's like, oh, I can't. Okay. I think of it this way. It's like I'm okay. This person has. This is my one chance to get art from this person. What do I want it to be, right? And then I can't. And then I'm indecisive about what I want from them because I won't get another chance in a while, right? You know.
Alright.
But yes, I go send you off over to Aura. Go send him my love. And if you enjoyed the podcast, consider stopping by again next week, where we will be doing this again. Same time, same place. Tuesdays at 8 p.m. EST. If you want to get notified when we go live, I have a Discord, ! Discord. If you would join that and get pinged when we go live. We also have a YouTube channel for the Punz N Palz VODs and highlights and shorts and that kind of stuff. Podcast, I think it was. If you guys want to join that. Yeah, feel free to stop by any of those. I think that's all. Oh, I also have a Twitter. If you guys want to follow my Twitter, I also ping when to go live. Spotify, too cool. It's actually free. Anyone can
God damn it. Damn beat me to
can
it.
do it. apparently like a while ago you need like an actual RSS feed to like be able to upload your stuff to Spotify. But no, you can just do the podcast and stuff for free. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by, hanging out with us, and we will hopefully see you guys next time. Go send Aura my love. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye
Bye.
Bye.
It's done. It's done. It's
Why are
done.
you fucking doing like an air horn?
Bye.